Okay, even if you have hopefully written, but even if not written, will be okay. What I would now like is to develop some groups here. So, from like row 1, people who are sitting in front row, just turn. Row 3 turn, row 5 turn. So all of you will be facing the next batch, next rows. Like 1 will face 2, 3 will face 5, and 4 will face 6. So just turn your chairs, please. So automatically we are ready for a small group exercise. No, just turn the chair, face each other. You don't need to go by anywhere else. Just turn your chair. If there are some more extra people, they can come here because here there are less people. Somebody can join this group, no problem. Now, what you are going to do in the group, each one will quickly talk about the 5 competencies that he or she has identified, and just share with everybody else, listen to everybody's thing, and then out of that, maybe you can change your list because now you are getting more wisdom from people. Okay. So what you are really doing is now expressing your views, taking the other views and improving your work. Okay. So discuss among yourself whatever 5 competencies that you think is relevant to you, and then out of that, if you want to change your list, you can do that. Though I mentioned here 10 minutes, I think I will only give 7 minutes. So please, in next 7 minutes, finish that. Let them do some work. Sure, please go ahead and move. Help people if somebody wants to help us. Okay, I like to cut short the discussion now because we want to really go further. I need to close at 4 o'clock. The last group there, if you can just come back, please. Enough. Even if you are not complete, it's okay. We will be able to move forward. Don't worry, because I must close the meeting at 4 o'clock as required. Achha, my time was 4 o'clock. Chairman has to agree, not me. Okay, let him look at the timetable and schedule. 4:15. Fine. Okay. Take it. We'll go ahead accordingly. Okay, so what I really wanted you to experience was the power of a team. You know, whenever you want to achieve something, well, you decide that, look, this is what I want to do. But as soon as you really work with a team, you are likely to get a better solution than what you started, a better idea than what you started. Many times, you know, when we are a loner, we don't tend to take help from others. Now, for taking help from others, you don't have to go to somebody who is equally intelligent or more intelligent. Even somebody so-called less intelligent may give you ideas, because what ideas come is out of box. So, you know, like most of you perhaps know only for last 2 days here. Okay, most of you are accounting profession. But, you know, in real life, learning from peer is a tool which we tend to forget. So that's one of the important things which I want to highlight, that one can learn from peers, form a team for any people that you think will make contribution to me, and share your ideas and thoughts. You will come back with a better solution. So now all of you hopefully will have in your hand 5 competencies that you want to work on. Now next principle is that if you want to work on 5 things, you may not achieve all of them. So what one needs to do is focus. Now how do I transfer the focus into action plan here? The focus would mean you should choose one that you think will make maximum impact. Okay. So take one competency that you think will make maximum impact to reach your goal. That, look, if I do this, I will be able to do A, B, C, D, F, G. I will be able to do it faster or better, or this has the maximum impact. Sometimes you will find that some competencies are overlapping. Fine. You can say, okay, this and this both, fine. But end of the day, what you are really focusing on one item. So identify one action that you would like to focus on. One goal that you want to work, one competency. And then write down what will I do for it? Now you will say, look, I don't know, I need another trainer to come and train you. Choose whatever comes in your mind. I may have given you a simple example of what you can do to improve listening skill. I have given you some example of what you can do to improve assertive skill. But if you are talking any other skill, any other thing, you just write down whatever you think will make sense. And then afterward, again you will go back to the group and share on my action plan, this is my action plan. So what will ever happen is that your group will help you improve action plan. So even if your action plan you think is an action plan of an immature person, like, you know, what we see in KBC, typically the Janta answer is always right. Because even if you ask a difficult thing, you will find that the Janta answer is always right. So even if, as soon as you talk to 5 other people, you will significantly improve the quality action plan. If you want to get a professional help, yes, you can sit down with a coach like me separately and we have a particular thing how we want to go about it. But even a simple group like this, in a short 10 minutes, you will see that you are able to develop an action plan that is meaningful. So quickly write down 5 actions, write down your action plan, and then discuss in the group. Now you can follow the module given at the back. This is a tool that you can use for almost anything. Anything that you want to achieve, any goal, any action plan, you can follow the simple tool given at the back. Okay. So it really just says that for achieving what are my action plan? Action 1, 2, 3, right now I put only 3 actions. So you can even fill up this form if you want as you go on. So we have another set, altogether 10 minutes, individual plus group, to write down 5 action plan for the competency that you have selected. So you first write down yourself, share with the group, improvise your action plan, and finalize the action plan on the sheet. Sorry? Obstacle afterward. That will be next step. Step by step you are going. Right now you are only going to write down action plan. Write down only first part, which is 3 actions for the one competency that you identified. Those who have written down can turn the chair so that you can start forming the groups, old groups as it was. Because when it is 3:50 in this clock, I will ask you to come back. So you, as a total, you have time till 3:50 for this. Then we will go to the next step. So people cannot sleep. Actually, people say it's all by matter. There are elections. So he got it very fast. And there are others who are more qualified. You are totally we have 2 ends of 1 to 1 in which we take 3 hours of 6 weeks of really unwind everything, boring for the 3 hours. And then work in this time to work. Other we work where we very similar arrangement. A group of 8, 10, 3 years or people talk about it. That's all. He has a facilitator helping remove eat like this, 8 to 10 minutes. I have started coaching for last year. Executive Director of Johnson & Johnson. President Executive Director. Managing Director of one of the company which changed this whole of separate pharmacy. We are the business of industrial plants. Plant in Amarnath. Over here. Looks like most of you are finished. Is any group require additional time or everybody is finished? Then come back so we can move forward. If you are done, then just turn back so that we can move forward. Okay, I think 10 minutes up, so if you please come back, Apurva, if you can stop the discussion and turn so everybody else can participate. This group also, if you can please turn. Okay, so let me try and recap what we are doing. In life, if you want to solve a problem, you need to find out what are the alternative options available to me. Okay, and one way maybe you can generate options yourself. Other way maybe run a brainstorming session. Third, maybe talking to a couple of other people. So whenever you want to do something, you always find out what are the alternative ways of doing things. It may be like if I want to go from here to say airport, I have a choice of taking train, I have a choice of taking by road. Even if I go by road, I can take a ceiling, I can take Shivaji Park, or if I want, I can go via VT to Sion and then reach the airport. So there are different options available to us. So very important thing that whenever you want to do something, whenever you have a goal, whenever you want to solve up issue, you need to identify alternative solutions, alternative approaches. And having identified alternate, to polish that, yes, you have done the right thing. First you start by doing it yourself, but then take help of others. Either have a brainstorming or have a idea meeting, exchange notes. That will help you then identify the right action. Okay. So we have now at a stage where we say we identify one competency and each one will hopefully identify 3 actions that you will take. Now in life what we say is that knowing is not enough. Like you can do this 2 days course here and you know hundreds of things. But what is important is you have to move from knowing to doing. Many times, people go back from training program, write down feedback, end of training, fantastic program, great thing, arey kya maja aa gaya. After 6 months, how much you have practiced? 80% don't practice. Only those who are self-motivated will practice, and that's why it is 100%. But many people require a right way of more. So important is what we call from knowing to doing. A lot of companies, they organize maybe off-site workshop in a training center and maybe call Harvard guys to come and teach you on business management practices. There is one very internationally famous coach. His statement is that almost everybody knows what are the challenges in good leadership, but practicing those knowledge is what makes a difference. So it is not what you know, but it is what you do makes a difference. I can know hundreds of things. Very easy. Go to Google and you will have hundreds of things available to you. How many of them you practice? So what is hence important is that having identified what I want to do, we must get into action plan. Okay? So the next step hence is that if I want to do that journey, and if I want to do that, I must today, before I start the journey, identify why I will stop doing it. Almost everybody will say on 1st January I make a resolution, this year I will do so and so. Come 1st March and I have forgotten it. Okay. Come next year again, yes, I will do this. Okay. Now that means that we have identified a goal, but we have not really identified the next step, which is I should identify list obstacles that will prevent me from doing it. They will come in my way. I may discourage you because of so and so reason. It may be environment, it may be my doing it, it may be somebody else is doing it. But it is very important that when you make an action plan, to ensure that you move forward constructively, you must identify the obstacles that will come in my way. Identify obstacles is not being negative, because now this will come from negative mindset. Why I will fail? But identify obstacle is not negative, it is preparing yourself to succeed. So very important, please look at your action plan and look at it out of this. What are the obstacles that will come in my way so that I will not do that action? Because if you start identifying it, you are preparing yourself how I will do it. Correct? So that's an important step for which will break, but I will just highlight the point. Then develop my dashboard. Now, dashboard to a pilot is somewhere where he has few measurements to know whether I have reached my destination, I am in the right direction or what not. So whenever I make a journey, I must make a method of measuring whether my journey is progressing as I want. Very simple thing, like if I decide to take a train from Churchgate to go to Andheri, I know that I'll take the train which is say a slow train or a fast train, which I'll decide and get into it. Then I will start knowing, has the train reached Dadar at XY 10 minutes or 15 minutes later? Has it reached Matunga, Mahim, Parla, Santa Cruz, Andheri, Santa Cruz, Parla, Andheri. Now, I keep doing it because I am seeing where I have gone. What happens is, suppose I have gone up to Dadar and for some reason train stops. Now, if I am measuring, then when the train stops, I say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, train has stopped. I wake up. What is my choice now? So that is the time I take a decision whether to continue journey in the train or abandon the journey and walk down, take a rickshaw, take a taxi, take a new ride or whatnot. Because your goal is to reach Andheri, and if you find that the train has stopped half an hour for Dadar, what do you do? But if you are not measuring and if you are not conscious, you may just not know that you are stuck and you will reach your destination or you may not reach the destination depending on what the journey is. So it is very important that when you decide an action plan, you develop a measurement, something that will help me know that my journey is progressing as I want, and hence I create several milestones. I measure myself at each milestone, and if I find that yes, journey is progressing well, I say great job done, keep it up. If I find no, I review what happened, keeping in mind my goal, and then I may change the path, because I know that if I continue this path, I will not reach it. So if you want to reach the destination, very important two tools. One is knowing the obstacles while I will not do it, and developing a measurement upfront. Measurement along with the frequency. Like I will check every 5 minutes whether I am here or not. Or I will check after every 1 kilometer what is the time it has taken to reach the destination. So then I can increase my speed if I am driving, not increase my speed. If I have to reach a meeting at 3 o'clock and if I reach at 2:45, should I go up to meeting or wait downstairs, have a coffee and then go at 3 o'clock? I can choose. So very important, if you want to succeed, identify obstacles, identify a measurement, call it a dashboard or something which I will see, decide my periodicity by which I will check it, and when I need, I will make a. Now the frequency, periodicity, I gave the example thermometer and thermostat, because if a thermometer just measures, it tells you your temperature 90 degrees Fahrenheit. But if you have thermostat, like what is there on the air conditioner, if you set a temperature at 21, if the temperature becomes 22, it will stop the AC and afterward again temperature goes 21. If it becomes 20, it will do something else. So it is very important to have a thermostat in life and not a thermometer. Many times, especially accounts, you become a thermometer. You will come back and say, yes, sales are down, or I have a cash flow problem. Important is what I have done to prevent it, and how I will now correct it when I am where I am. So thermometer tells you, measures a point. But if you have a behavior of a thermostat, you participate in either correcting it so that you are back on track. So you need to have attitude of a thermostat, but thermometer is important to measure. Because if I don't have thermometer, I will not be a thermostat. So I need to measure, but having measured, if I am not on track, I should correct my track, correct my path, so I am back on track. Is that clear? So that means to be successful, when you have an action plan, you need to identify obstacles that will come in the way, why I will not do it, or why I will do it, what motivates me to do it. You can even think about the consequences of not doing. Like, one of the exercises that I do with my clients when we are discussing a behavioral change, that what are the consequences of doing the right behavior. Like, if talking of listening, if you say that, look, tell me what are the benefits of listening, instead of saying you change, and then you write down, if I listen, this will happen. What are the problems, or what are the benefits of not listening? And then when you see the difference, you feel motivated to change. So one of the reason, or one of the way to generate motivation is to really create a understanding of consequences of wrong behavior, or consequences of failures. As soon as you say, okay, if I don't listen, this is what can happen, I would rather like to listen because I don't want bad thing to happen. So very important, hence, for generate self-motivation, ask what are the consequences of not doing it, or what are the benefits of doing it. It brings desire, it brings motivation, it brings extra energy. It's like getting an additional battery to do it. This frequency of measurement is like recharging the battery if there is a need. But this is a necessity, otherwise, whatever has been happening every year, or January 1, you decide something, come March, you have forgotten it. But in January 1, along with that, if you say, I will also do this, so you will say in February I should be here, March I should be here, April I will be here, May I will be here, then come December you are reached where you wanted to reach. Is it clear, the basic principle that I am trying to drive? And this principle which I am talking is something which is applicable to almost everything in life. So I am not talking of something only to become a CFO or only to develop an X skill. It is something which can be applied to almost anything. So look at this not even as a master key, but this tool is like ability to make master key every time. You follow this tool and you have a master key every time. So there is no one key, but you can generate key by following these simple steps, identify my actions or solution options, consult people so I improve it. Once I identify the one I will do it, I identify obstacles, I get the measurements. Correct? Again, I think I will give 10 minutes just to sit down and share these two dimensions of the action. So please turn back into group directly and discuss for your action plan. What are the obstacles that you see? What are the measurements that you will make it? So that then you are almost ready to fill up this form. So please get back to your group. We have 10 minutes. So once they come back, this tool is ready. In fact, my slide, next slide is only there. Thank you. Something like that. So please get back to your original group and identify these two important things: obstacles and measurement and frequency. Three things. Please come back. Please come. Even if you have left the exercise, how is fine. I mean, the idea is to give you exposure to approach. I think we should give names to the group. Can you talk to the group behind you and ask them to come forward? Can you all turn, please? We have to finish at 4:15. We have only 4 minutes left now. So even if that sheet is not complete, don't worry. My idea was to really give you a glimpse of this approach. So now you can use this tool for anything that you want to do in life. You know, these identify obstacles, as I was talking to one of the group here, helps you find potential failures. Can everybody pay attention now, please? We have only 3 minutes left now. Okay, so the whole idea of identifying obstacles is to really help you simulate failures. And as soon as you know these are the potential reasons for failure, you identify resources, prepare yourself. So if you are doing something and if you prepare yourself for failure, chances of failure goes down. Now afterwards, suppose you fail, you can still analyze that where did I go wrong in my thinking process. So tomorrow I am better person, because life is a journey, it is never dead end. So even if I have not reached my destination today, if I sit down, pause and ask myself what went wrong, and I improve my skills for identify obstacles next time, I have become a better human being. Okay, so now really from tomorrow onward, whatever you decided, start action. Go ahead and start the action, because if you don't take action, this is all plan. The plan is no meaning. I just showed you how to make a plan, but the success will depend on your action. Okay? Best of luck.
Thank you very much, Pradeep Bhai, for a very interesting session where you involved everyone, and I'm sure the exercise which you gave to all of us would help us in organizing ourselves and decide our path and the goals. Or thank you very much for a very interesting session. Friends, we have distributed the Chamber's journal to all of you. That is the monthly mouthpiece of the Chamber of Tax Consultant, which is brought out every month, and we have the concept of special story, where we pick up one subject and cover the entire subject in detail. And we have also given the form, for subscription of the magazine, and also for membership we have already given you the form. So kindly have a look at the magazine and do subscribe to our journals. May I now request Mehul Turakhia to propose a well-deserved vote of thanks.
Dear sir, it's indeed we are very much privileged to be trained by somebody like you, of your caliber, who's basically training the CEOs and the who's who of the corporate world today. In fact, we were just discussing a couple of sessions back that becoming a CFO has become so difficult now. I think all of us, after hearing this session and after actually going through this practical training, all of us would now endeavor to become CEOs with all the kind of skill sets which are there. I'm sure those will help us in not only becoming a CFO but a CEO. Not only regarding our career, I think all the attributes or all the principles which were taught to us today, it will also help us in accomplishing our objectives, and also in all spheres of our life, in the sense that, something which took me away was like listening to emotions also, and not only listening to the facts. That was something which is so meaningful. We generally tend to listen to a person. If he's angry, we just say that, okay, he's spoken something wrong to me, but what was the emotion behind that? We never actually realized that. So such insights are really beautiful, and sir, we are enriched by this session, and really there's a lot we can carry back, and we'll surely do this exercise on a regular basis. I really thank you a lot on behalf of Indian Merchant Chambers and the Chamber of Tax Consultant and all of us sitting here today. I request you all to please thank Mr. Pradeep Shroff. A loud round of applause. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Shroff's email ID is given in the pamphlet which is given to all of us, and there, if you have any query or if you want to discuss anything with him, you are most welcome to send your mail to him. Chamber, Deepak Doshi and Yatin Desai.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me at the onset, before I say anything, I have only two words. Thank you for making this classroom a very big success. I head the MSME committee of IMC, and under the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Committee, we have various programs. We have compiled a compendium on all the schemes by Government of India, especially for SMEs. It's available with our office. We regularly do these kind of new workshops as a training, not only for the employees of the company, but even for the owners, because our philosophy over here as an SME is that generally most of the SMEs are P2P. They are one-man shows. We got an idea with my counterpart, Dina Mehta. She heads the Capital Markets Committee. Today she's out of town. Yesterday she was anchoring the show. And we decided that we should have something on this field also. And that's how we, in fact, Yatin is a close friend of mine, so we just informally decided that we should have something together. And that's how we ended up doing this particular workshop. In January, we may have another workshop with Capital Markets and SME Committee on HR. And please look out for that. We will definitely keep you posted for that. So at IMC, the SME sector is a new committee. It's only 6 years old. And through 220 associations, we reach more than 220,000 different members. Now, this is the first time that we've actually decided to have a classroom kind of a concept, and I'm sure you must have felt the difference during other workshops that you've attended through the chamber or through the Chamber of Tax Consultants. That's the reason we even wanted the seating arrangement to be like a class. Since there were 4 house captains for this class, Dinaben and myself from IMC and Vipul Bhai and Yatin from the Chamber of Tax Consultants, we've really been able to collaborate and make this classroom as enriched as possible. It so happens that one of the house captains is celebrating his birthday today. Mr. Yatin Desai's birthday today.